Welcome back. This is the second video on how to make this dress. If you have not seen the first video, please watch that video now. I'm leaving a link in the description below. Please click that link and that should bring you to the first video on how to make this dress.
Welcome to the Learn to Sew Academy channel. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you.
So this is what it's looking like right now. I'm gonna cut a facing for this as well as a facing for this. We'll just fold this and you're just going to put these across. Mark the neckline, and I like to do the slant as well, so I have exact same thing. And then you just measure if you want a 3 or 4, whatever you want to use. I just use a 3, so you measure 3 inches. You cut this into 2 because you need one for each side. So I'm gonna put fusible interfacing on each of this. So you put this here as well. So you want to trace the neckline again, and you trace the slope, and then we measured 3 inches. We're going to add fusible interfacing on here, and we're going to come here. We'll do right side facing right side, and I'm just going to go and I'll sew these all across. We'll do likewise for the back. After adding fusible interfacing, we're going to do right side facing right side. I'm going to sew it across, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to close this up all the way to around 22, like 21, 22 inches. So somewhere around here. And then whatever my zip allowance is, that's what I'm going to use here, and I'll just stitch it all the way down like that. So this is what I have now. I've joined the interfacing to it, and then doing right side to right side, you go across and you just stitch the shoulder area from the main fabric to the interfacing. And I'm going to go later and I'm going to go and press this. I'm going to go iron it. Next thing was to add the zipper at the back. Next step now is to stitch the sides, and you want to just measure as you sew along. You want to measure from the center. You can feel the center here where you have your zipper. So you want to measure from that center. You want to measure a quarter of your bust. You mark that point. You come down to where your waist is, a quarter of the waist from the center, down to the hip, a quarter of the hip from the center, and then you just sew everything. You connect it like that. You sew both sides. When we are done with that, I will now measure whatever we have here, because once we sew the side, we can now measure whatever we have left here, and that is what we're going to use for the circumference of our ruffle at the bottom, which I'm going to show you what to do shortly. So to cut the lower part, we're going to measure what we have here, and we have 19. So all across we're going to have 38. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a ruffle that's going to have 38 inches at the circumference. So I'm going to be cutting this differently because I don't have enough to do a full circle. So I'm just going to cut the flare like half circles. And we know that for the front we need 19 inches for the circumference, and for the back we also need 19 inches. So I'm going to fold my fabric and I'm going to slant it. The more of the ruffles I want, the further I'll move my fabric in. But then I also have to consider the fact that I need a certain length. So as I'm moving this in, I want to make sure that I still have the length that I need. So in this case, I need a length of 7 inches. And what I'm going to be doing is I just want to make sure that I have that 7 inches and probably a little more. Yeah, I do have enough here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm trying to see where this ends, and it's around here. This is where this corresponds to the bottom one. Since I don't have enough fabric, I'm just trying to make this work. So what I want to do now is I want to look for 19.5 divided by 2. And the front is 19 inches. The back is also 19 inches. So I want to say 19.5, and you fold that into 2. That's dividing it by 2. You're going to have 9.5. So over here, I want to look for that 9.5. Anywhere around here. So this is 9.5, and I'm going to add anywhere from half an inch to 1 inch for my seam allowance, depending on what you want to do. And I'm just going to roughly draw this line. And now from here, I'm going to start to measure for that my length that I need. I need 7 inches length. And if you wanted to even curve some more, you can move it in further. So I'm going to be doing 7 inches. I'm going to add 1.5 inches, 1 for the bottom hemming and half inch for the top hemming. So I'll add 1.5 inches to that. That brings me to 8.5. And from this line, I'm going to measure that 8.5. At the same time, I'm making sure I have it covered fully at the back as well. And so I'm going to connect that, and I'm going to draw a straight line. So I'm going to cut this out. This is what I'm going to be having. So I'm going to do the front now. I'm going to cut this for the front as well. This is approximately 7 inches. So I'm going to cut something similar for the front here. So when folded, I'm going to take out this portion, whatever I have here. I'm going to cut it out of here, and you have to factor in your seam allowance that you're going to use to join it together. So I need 8.5 inches altogether. Just the same length I use for this is what I'm going to need for here. On the fold, I'm needing a 4. Because this is the same thing I have for the top of the dress. So this is what I'm going to use for the bottom as well. So I'm going to have it looking like this. I'll measure 8 inches across like that, and I'll cut that piece out. I'm going to do a second ruffle. Now remember that this is going to be part of this. So if you fold this into 2, if you put it right here, so this is what we're trying to achieve. So that when you do it, this right here will be in the front, and then you have what looks like this. I'm just going to remove this so that it's easy for us to cut this out. So I just wanted you to see what I was doing with this. So now I'm just going to cut based on this. So we're going to divide the front into 2. And we're just going to go and add this, 1 on one side, 1 on the other side. Then when that is done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to now join this side, And remember, we are aiming to have 19 inches when measured across because it must match what we have here. So what I'm going to do now is I've joined this, so I'm going to go and I'm going to attach this. We're going to be doing right side facing right side, and we're just going to go ahead and sew this all across like that. When we're done with that, then we'll go to the edges and we're going to just hem the edges as well. When all of that is done, I'll take the sleeves. I'll put my bias tape all around the edges. And then I'm going to match the sleeves to the armhole. And that will complete. I'll do the other side as well. And once that is done, that will complete this dress. So we're going to have what looks like this. We're going to have something that looks like this. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please click subscribe now and also turn on post notifications. Also, please share our videos. Let your friends and families know about what we're doing on this channel. And I want to say again, thank you so much. Have a very wonderful festive period. Thank you and be safe with you and your family. God bless. Bye. So this is what the final product looks like. I hope you like this. Please be sure to leave us comments, feedbacks, and please share our videos. Thank you. Oh, and I embellished this. Let me zoom in. So I embellished this, and I have a video on how you can add rhinestones to your fabric, and I'm going to link that in the description for you to see. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. I do hope this video has been very helpful to you. Please be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to this channel and click the bell for notifications. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.